Hello and welcome to a brand new series. As a filmmaker, it's occurred to me looking at YouTube that there are lots of people who are encouraged to try making YouTube videos. Maybe they've got a life story, or they've got an interesting job or a hobby, or they just want to share life experiences. They're encouraged to make videos, but they're put off because they're afraid of need of the equipment and how you set up and how you start. So what I thought of doing is this series, which is a basic, back to basics, how to make a video using nothing but a mobile phone, nothing else. So here's a mobile phone, and I've used actually a cheaper one that I'm filming this on right now. So first thing to remember is when you're making a video, you need to decide whether you're making a short video for YouTube or TikTok, in which case you need to hold your phone like this, vertically, or as they say on some of the camera settings, that's the portrait setting. Or if you're making long form videos, you need to hold it like this, which is horizontally, and that's known as landscape. So you need to remember this, because that's the first question you need to decide when you're making videos, whether you're doing short form or long form like this is. Now this is being filmed in long form, so I'll put this down, and the rest of it is going to be filmed with this cheap phone. So there's no special sound equipment, no special phone, not even an expensive phone. So it's just showing you how to do the basics using just a phone and apps you can upload to your phone. It's going to be the very basics. So stick with us and feel free to ask questions in the discussion, in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer them. But the idea is this is going to be the bare minimum, the simplest way that you can make videos, and we're going to try and make it as unintimidating as we can. Anyway, stick with us, and here is lesson 1. Right, now I'm back with the cheap phone, and as you can see, I'm a little bit dark, and the reason for that is that I'm filming in the back of a room. I'm facing a big window which has natural light, but it isn't the same as having yourself in the natural light. So position yourself close to a window, or have some lighting to assist, or better still, film outdoors. Especially on a nice day or even a dull day, so long as you've got natural light. That is the best light you could get for making videos. So tip number 1, find the right lighting. Secondly, when you're doing a vlog or a little video, work out what you're going to say. Practice a few times and keep it, if you're new to it, just keep it short. Learn little lines, little short lines, until you're comfortable saying them as though you're normally talking to someone. Imagine you just explain to a friend rather than talking to a camera, which feels very unnatural. Okay? And remember the rules about holding the camera. If you doing a short, hold it horizontally, vertically. See, there's me. For long form in YouTube, like this video is, hold it horizontally. So you've got portrait, landscape. That's the other way to remember it. Okay? So they're the simple starting basics. Okay? Work out little short bits of script that you can practice and learn. Practice until you're saying them naturally. And then edit them together, so you do little short pieces to start with. And another little tip, I'm talking without smiling. Now I'm talking with a little smile. You see the difference? When you have a little smile, it comes across warmer. So try to remember to have a little smile. It's completely unnatural, but you do get used to it, and it does bring a bit of warmth to your videos. Now, the other thing that scares people with doing vlogs is editing. Now, I'm going to teach you how to use a very simple editing program that you can use on your phone. You don't need any great skill to use it, and it's got some really cool features that don't cost a penny. So watch this next little clip, and I'll show you just one little thing that you can do with this editing program. Right, now as you can see, I am filming handheld in the garden, bright light. Now lighting is very important with videos. As you can see, the peak cap is making a shadow. Also, if you've got a little bit of a chin, as I do, if you hold the camera up, the chin disappears slightly. So there's a couple of little tips. But the real reason I brought you out here is to experiment with a feature that's just been added to Video Guru, which I'm going to recommend that you use for editing for these little videos. Right, here is the video with the standard background. Now I've used the background removal tool from Video Guru. What do you think? It's not the same as using a green screen, which I use for other videos. It isn't perfect, but it does give you an option for increase or changing your background. Now I know that everything that I've told you just now sounds incredibly intimidating, and it will be at first, but all I'm asking you to do is keep practicing, take it easy, and take it step by step, okay? So the first thing to remember when you make a video is that the first 30 seconds are the most important bit. That's your intro. The 30 seconds is the first moment that someone swipes onto your video because they think it's interesting and they want to know a little bit more. So you have to make that 30 seconds count. And that 30 seconds has to have a hook that will make them want to watch to the end. And there's various little tricks to do this. For example, remember the background removal trick? Well, basically, if you were to say at the beginning of your video, keep watching, because later on I'm going to tell you how to do this. Isn't that reason enough to tune in? And that will keep people watching through the video to find out what that little trick is. The other thing to remember is you will have background noises like planes and cars and things like that when you're filming outside. You have to decide whether or not they're going to disrupt the video for your audience and re-record. Don't be afraid to re-record. I'm leaving it all in because I want this to be as natural as possible. And so the first thing I want you to practice, and I'm going to give you some homework now, so I'm not going to make this video too long, but what I want you to do is I want you to practice intros. I want you to have a little 30-second intro Think about what your subject's going to be. Think about the whole thing that you want to explain, so that you know what your thumbnail image is going to be, and don't worry, I'm going to teach you those as well. And you know what your video content is going to be about, so that gives you an idea what your title is going to be. And then I want you to think about the 30-second intro. So what in the video are you going to teach someone that they are going to want to watch the whole video to find out? A little snippet that you're going to put towards the end of your video. A little hint, a little tip, a little memory, or the answer to a question. I want you to think about that. I want you to practice your intros, and when you're happy with your intro, save the one you're happiest with most. And that is your homework for today, and I'll see you in the next episode.